Hi guys. Uh, Today I will share with you how to solve wood problems involving money. Okay, but please subscribe to my video so that you can see all the cool problems that I'm solving, even for higher grades, for fifth grade, sixth grade, and if you have your friends and your family members, they could also watch those cool videos. All right, I'm going to write a wood problem on the board right now. So, Mr. Rivers owes the doctor $34.56. He gave the clerk $50. What is the total amount of change he got back? Okay, so to solve this problem, like I solve all my problems, I am going to use cubes. And I'm going to write cubes in the corner here so you could see. I always use cubes to unwrap my problem so that I know I fully understand the problem. What am I dealing with? I'm dealing with, I'm going to circle all the key numbers that help me solve this problem. And so I will circle, I'm going to use a bright color. I'm going to circle the amount of money Mr. Rivers is owing the doctor and the amount of money he gave the clerk. Okay, and these are the two numbers I'm going to use to help me solve my problem. I'm going to underline the question. The question is, what is the total amount of change that he got back? I'm going to check this, and then I'm going to box the key math words. I want to know the change that he got back. Okay, the change that he got back. The word owe tells me something. He owes tells me something also. All right, good. I'm going to check this. Now I'm going to evaluate. So if he's owing and he gave this amount, so I am going to say, okay, this is the amount he gave. I'm going to box gave too. All right. So this is the amount he gave, $50. And I'm trying to find out the change. Change tells me the difference. What's the difference between two numbers? I'm finding what's the change. This thing was hot, now it's cold. How did it change? I want to know the difference in the temperature of the water. Change tells me what's different. So he gave the clerk $50, but he's owing. So change tells me I have to subtract. He's owing 34.56 cents, and that's going to be equal to N. N will, well, we could call it C or N. I use N for the change. So now I have evaluated. Now I'm going to solve this problem. Okay, I'm going to solve this problem. How do I solve this problem? I am going to line them up. $50. Notice that I add two zeros for the cents. And I'm going to minus, just like you do your normal subtraction, $34.56. The most important thing in that case here is that you have to ensure that you line them up according to the place value, or sometimes we call it the place value chart. So line them up, ones under one. So this is hundredths and tenths. In terms of money, this is the cents column. We don't go past two digits when we are talking about money. But you use the same math concept. I know these are the two um, decimal points. I have to line them up because my decimal point is going to come right here. Okay, I line them up. That's for subtraction. So if I have 0 and I'm trying to take away 6 from it, it's not possible. What do I do in math? I go to the next column over here. But there is 0 also, so I cannot borrow from here. So I keep going. I keep going left until I get in the ones place. There's still nothing. I keep going. Oh, I reach the tens place and then I find 5. I cross out 5 and I put a 4 and then I'm borrowing. I took 1 from here, then I have 10 here. I cross this 0. From this 10, I am going to take 1. From this 10 here, I'm going to take 1. So I'm going to cross this 10 and put 9. take note, I had 0 here. I took 1 from the tens place, so I brought in 10 here. I have 10. Now I can take 1 from the 10. If I take 1 from 10, I am left with 9. And I'm bringing the 1 here. Now I have 10 here. And I keep doing the same thing. Okay, now this is 10. This looks a little light. And then I keep going. I'm crossing out this 10. And I'm going to change the color because it looks a little bit light. And then I will have 9 left here. And then I bring 10 across here. Hey, what do you know? Now 10 minus or take away 6 is 4. Now I have 9 up here, take away 5 is 4 again. I already put my decimal point here because I lined them up really, really nicely. You have to line them up. Now I have 9 up here. I'm going to put the 9 here just to make sure it's bright enough. I have 10 here and I cross it out. So 9 take away 4 is 5. And now I have 4 left, not 5. Make sure you cross it out. 4 take away 3 is 1. And now I know I can put my dollar sign here. No need to put a dollar sign up here. It's going to confuse you. You know, just put it for your answer. So now I know I can write my answer. So Mr. Rivers got, I don't even need to write all of this. So Mr. Rivers got back $15.44. Okay, got back $15.44, and this is my final answer. $15.44. Guys, it's important that you know how to do this because when you have your cash, you really don't want people to give you back the wrong change, right? Okay, so please subscribe to this video. I'm going to place more videos to help explain how to solve wood problems involving money. I'm going to use bigger amount of money, and then I'm going to show you more complicated or complex problems. All right, subscribe and see you guys.